Last month, this account here made me over $5,000 in profit without me creating any content, posting any content, or even running the account. It was entirely passive income. And so today, I'm going to show you how to do it with a full tutorial on growing, monetizing, and automating your Instagram theme pages. The Instagram theme page business model is potentially both one of the most profitable and most underrated businesses / investments / assets out there. There are people who own meme pages who make more than corporate CEOs. There are business accounts on Instagram that are making more than most businesses. There are people who post fitness memes who make more from a single account than many personal trainers will for working all day in a gym. There was even a meme page which sold last year for $85 million. So how can you get in on this lucrative side hustle, build an audience, turn it into an income, and then make it passive? Let me show you. I'm going to be totally upfront with you. I'm putting together this training for you entirely free so that you can build and monetize an Instagram account, in the hopes that once you've done that and you need help scaling it and taking it to the next level, whether it be you need someone to manage it, whether you need advice on how to scale it, you come to me and you work with us. If you're already at that point, you're welcome to book a discovery call with me down below. We will have a chat and see how we can best help. Anyway, let's get into the video. I'm going to break this down into 6 key sections, which I'll put up on the screen now. Essentially, a theme page is an Instagram page about a specific theme, whether it be football, tennis, cryptocurrencies, NFTs, marketing, inspirational quotes, love, a specific movie that you're a fan of, an actor that you like, whatever it might be. It's all the content is based around one specific theme. You build an audience of similar like-minded people. Then you're going to monetize this by promoting products and or services that will help this audience, and you're going to earn an income from doing so. Now, the vehicle in which you promote it may vary. You might do affiliate marketing where you get paid a commission on the sales you generate. You might get paid to simply make posts. You get paid per post. You might build your own product and then you get paid all of the profits for it. There's lots of different vehicles behind it, but essentially build an audience of people around a specific theme, sell them products that they're going to benefit from and enjoy. And currently, that's the best way that I'm generating passive income without my time. I do affiliate marketing on this YouTube channel, but obviously you have to create videos like this one here. So first things first, you need to pick a niche. It should be obvious, but a theme page is about a specific theme. You have to pick a niche. But what niche should you pick? Well, there are pros and cons to each and every niche. Some of them have got more competition, some of them have got less competition. Some of them are more profitable, some of them are less profitable. But at the end of the day, you have to pick a niche that you yourself are really interested in. If you do not like business, you hate capitalists, you don't like motivational quotes, then don't go into that niche just because you see that I've made money in that niche. Because if you don't actually enjoy it, then after the first couple months, if you haven't seen crazy results, you're going to give up and quit. And often in this business, like any business, you might spend 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months seeing very little results as far as income goes. And then on month 7, things start exploding. So if you pick a niche that you are genuinely passionate about, you will stick through it for those first few months where you might not be seeing insane results. And then eventually it's going to start taking off. Whereas if you didn't enjoy the niche, you'd probably give it up and not see it through. The reason I started my account in the business motivation niche is because I just wanted to create like a dream board style thing. Cool cars, cool quotes, cool houses. And that evolved into just cool quotes because that's what I found that I was interested in. I was reading lots of books on the subject. I was meeting lots of people doing that, and it was just a topic I liked. As far as picking a niche that'll make money, generally the 3 most profitable niches for this sort of thing is health, wealth, and happiness. So if you pick a niche in any one of those, there will usually be a lot of good offers inside of them. And you want to go a bit further and go for a bit of a sub niche of one of those niches. You don't just want to pick health or just want to pick wealth, etc. But you might decide that you're really into health, so you pick health, and then you might go into a specific sub niche of that, which might be healthy food, or maybe it is fitness tips, or maybe it is, I don't know, holistic health. And then you can build your account in that niche. So the first thing is you're writing down what niche you're going to target, and then you're going to create an account inside of that niche and set it up. You're going to try and find a username that is relevant to the niche, that represents it, that's not too spammy. You don't want to have a bunch of dots and underscores in there. You want to create an account with maximum 1 dot and or underscore in the name, similar to millionaire.dream, millionaire_mentor, etc. If you happen to be able to get like a 1-word username in your niche, that is really, really good and will help you a lot. I've got an account that I'm about to start growing called @accrue, ACCRUE, which will be in the finance niche. And so I'm going to build that up, and having that one word username will help a little bit. You're then going to explain what the account's all about in your bio, which should be pretty self-explanatory. If you're posting daily motivational quotes, put that in the bio. Daily motivation to keep you inspired. This way people understand what they're getting when they follow your account. Now, the second thing that you're going to do is get into hashtag research. Now, I'm just going to keep this really simple and dive into my screen and show you how I do this, and then you can do with that information what you want. So this is a hashtag research tool that I use. It's called Flick. It is the only tool that I will recommend to you to grow your Instagram theme pages or even personal brand in general, aside from like a content creation tool like Canva if you are creating your own content, but I'll cover that in a separate video. Now, the reason that I use Flick as opposed to doing this manually is it takes a process that could take 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 hours and not be very efficient and not be very effective, down to something that's going to take you no more than 5 minutes and will be highly effective. Now, if you want to get a free trial of Flick and follow along with this, you can use my affiliate link down in the description. They don't sponsor these videos. I do get a commission if you sign up, but like I say, this is the only growth tool that I use on Instagram and will recommend to you and have used for years. Now, once you create your account, you're going to connect it to your Facebook account, and you're going to connect that Facebook account to your Instagram business profile, which will allow you to be a creator account or a business account on Instagram, which gives you lots more insights and allows you to then grow faster because you can understand what people are sharing, what people are interested in, and it gives you additional reach. So once you've got all that sorted, you're going to come across to the search tab, and you're going to click smart filters. Now, what this will do, and this is pretty much one of the main reasons that I love Flick, is it'll look at your account, it'll look at your average engagement, it'll look at your follow count, all of these things, and it'll create filters so that when you search a keyword, you are only shown hashtags that you can rank on. You're not shown hashtags that are massively competitive that you'll never get the chance of ranking on, and you're not shown hashtags that are so tiny and so small that even if you do rank on them, they're not going to give you much benefit. So that's pretty much one of the main reasons you should be using it, is that tool alone. Now, when you're just starting out and you don't have any followers, then obviously the hashtags will be very small. The tool's less relevant because you just want the little ones. But as you grow and as you update these hashtags, it'll become very, very valuable. Now, what you're going to do next is you're going to put in a keyword in your niche. So let's say you're creating an account all about golf. I'm going to put in golf. I like the table view of this as opposed to the grouped view. And it's going to give me, as you can see, these are the filters they've applied based on my account size. I'm going to rank the hashtags based on potential reach. So I get the ones that are going to give me the best reach. And then I'm going to select hashtags. Now, there's a lot of debate as to how many hashtags you should use. Should you use 3 to 5 like Instagram recently recommended? Should you use 10 to 12 like they recommended in the past? Or should you use all 30, which used to be the best strategy? Well, after looking at the results of my accounts, my clients' accounts, my students' accounts, and the subscribers of this channel's accounts, which you guys have kindly left your feedback of what's worked for you and what hasn't in the comments of previous videos, we found there is no common trend of how many hashtags you should use. We've seen some accounts with 1,000 followers use 3 to 5 hashtags and get incredible results, and after they'd been using 30 and getting none. We've seen other accounts with the exact same size of an audience who were using 30 hashtags, getting good results. They switched to 3 to 5 because Instagram told them to, and they got terrible results, and now they're back using 30 hashtags and it's working really well. So I would suggest creating a set of hashtags that is like 3 to 5, a second set of hashtags that is like 8 to 12, and a third set of hashtags which is between 25 and 28 hashtags. And then you're going to go through those 3 for the first couple months and look at what one gets you the best results and then use that one. The one time I would say there is like a definite answer is if you're over 100k followers, which won't take too long on a theme page, you should be using like sort of 25 to 28 to maximize your reach. That's the only time where we've seen a trend of using a set number of hashtags, like using the full amount, is when you've got a lot of followers. Anyway, we're going to create a hashtag set of 12. So a medium-sized set of hashtag. And I'm just going to select the relevant ones. So we got golf, golf style, love golf, golf porn. Now, this one I've got a feeling could be a banned hashtag, but I'm going to show you how to find that out soon. Golf game, golf training, golf lifestyle. I'm not going to select the likes of hole-in-one because a lot of my content, if I was running a golf page, it probably wouldn't be hole-in-one content. Golf there. Same with beautiful golf courses. Like, yes, that will be relevant to some posts and I can add that into some posts, but it's not going to be relevant on all of them. So golf for life. And I'm going to see if I can find maybe one more, golf love. And then on each post, like if I make a post about a hole-in-one, I'll include hashtag hole-in-one, or if it's about a driving range, hashtag driving range. Then what I'm going to do is go to the 10 selected hashtags, click audit selection, and that is going to show me that actually none of these hashtags are banned or flagged, which is good. So I thought maybe golf porn would be flagged because of the obvious, but it looks like it's not, and they're going to check for that. Sometimes hashtags can be banned or flagged and you might not realize, and that'll hurt your reach. So that's another reason why this tool is so good. One hashtag is very large. That's okay. It's okay to have 10% of them really large if it's relevant. And so that gives us a set of 10 hashtags that we can then use in our content. It only took a few minutes to do so. And you would probably create 3 sets, small, medium, and large. And then you can cycle through those for your content. And that is hashtags done. Then you don't have to worry about them. Okay, moving on to the third phase, and that is sourcing good content. And this is going to be the main way that you grow, is by sourcing the best content. Your sort of goal as a theme page is to find all of these different creators and accounts that post content in a specific niche, find the absolute best content and curate that for your account. So people, instead of having to follow 30 different golf creators, they can follow your one account and they can get all of the best stuff there curated for them on Instagram. And that is somewhat the value proposition of these accounts. So there are sort of 2 main ways that you're going to source and create content. The first one is where you create it yourself. And so this works really well for somewhat educational niches, where you can go out there and create content in likes of Canva or Photoshop that you can then post. This is good for motivational quotes. This is good for education if you are in the NFT industry, or if you're in the fitness niche, or if you're in any of those sort of niches where you're teaching people something or posting news about something, so NFT news, for example, then you want to be creating content in the likes of Canva and Photoshop. This is what we do on millionaire.dream. This is what you'll see on nft.money, and many of these other accounts. You'll see they're creating content, but they're still a theme page. You'll also see this with some meme accounts where they create their own memes, and it can be applied to a range of different accounts. And I, a while ago, a couple years ago, created a tutorial on how to create content using Canva. So I will link that somewhere down below or up in the top corner, where you can go and watch that to learn how to do exactly that. Now, the second strategy for finding content as a theme page or a meme page on Instagram is sourcing it from other accounts. And you do have to be careful here. Most of the time, people will just repost other people's content and nothing will happen. Very occasionally, you could get hit with copyright strikes, and this is sometimes how accounts get banned or have their reach significantly limited. But what people will do here is they will sort of find 20 to 30 accounts in their niche that post really high quality stuff, a mix of other theme pages as well as creators in the niche who are creating this content, and then they will find the best content from their pages. They either pick it by personal taste, or they look at what's getting the most engagement. They save that and they repost it. Some people will go out there and ask for permission, and I would highly suggest you do this. If you are using content from creators, you should be asking for their permission just to make sure that you're totally safe in the eyes of copyright. Because if you've asked someone for permission to post their content, you're posting it, you're crediting them in the caption, they're going to be happy. If you're stealing their content, posting it without mentioning them, they're probably going to get a bit mad. They might file a copyright strike against you, and then you could get your account taken down. Now, when it comes to content, you want to be posting a lot. With a theme page, like 3, 4, 5, 6 times a day is, I would say, relatively normal. Some people can get away with less, especially if you're in a niche where it is relatively new and you can create the best style of content in there. If you're the best at what you do, you can post less. If you look at the likes of Visualize Value, they don't post daily content. They've built a massive following and they've made over $1 million from the brand, and they don't post daily. So it is acceptable to get away with if you are the best at what you do. If not, then you're probably going to have to rely on volume, and the more pieces of content that you're putting out there, the more chances of people finding your brand or account on Instagram and then following you, turning into a fan. It also gives you more data to work with, so you can understand what formats of content work the best on your account. You can find, do reels work better? Do images work better? Do images with this style of design work better? Do images with this style work better? Does content on this topic work better, or this content? Then you can work that out with time. Now that you've picked your niche, set up your account, you've done your hashtag research, and you're sourcing plenty of quality content, it's time to go on to part 4, which is actually how you're going to get the account going and sort of launch it to gain initial followers. Now, one strategy that is very much popularized in the niche of theme pages is follow or unfollow. And you'll see a lot of people that will advocate for this and do this from the start just to get their first few thousand followers, because usually it takes to the point where you've got 2, 3, 4,000 followers before you can start hitting the explore page and gaining followers really quickly organically. Personally, I've never really been a fan of the follow unfollow strategy. It worked like 5, 6 years ago for us really effectively when I was building Millionaire.dream from the start. But that was before there was an algorithm, and that was before there were people doing this consistently. It was much less spammy and it was much more effective. Nowadays, if you go over the top with this, you can get yourself action banned, shadow banned, and you can even get your account deleted for doing too much of it. So it's something you have to be very careful with, which is why I often suggest just avoiding it altogether. The best way you're going to get your account going today is with Reels. You can find high quality Reels or create high quality Reels, post them on your account, and Instagram will push them out to lots of people, and it can allow you to build an audience quite quickly without any shady tactics. If you want to invest more time into growing, the first suggestion would be create more/better Reels to post. Or you can go out there and you can go and engage with other people in your niche. You can go and comment on posts as soon as they go live from larger theme pages in your niche. Try and comment something relatable, and then ideally a lot of people like your comment, push it to the top, and then that'll allow you to gain followers, and they'll be very similar followers that you're trying to attract. Because if you're a motivational page and you go and comment on Millionaire.dream on my account, you're going to get sort of exposure to my audience, which will help you gain followers. To do this, you probably want to turn on post notifications, comment as soon as these posts go live, and do it on accounts with like 100K plus followers, so that if your comment does get a lot of likes, gets voted up to the top of the comment section, then you're getting a decent bit of exposure from it. But aside from Reels, $1.80, using hashtags, they're going to be your main 3. You can invest some money into paying these larger accounts in your niche to promote your account, and I would recommend that if you've got a small budget to work with, even just $100, $200, that you look at investing into this to help get you past that 1,000 follower mark. In most niches and most situations, for a couple $100, you can get your theme page to 1,000 plus targeted engaged followers. And from there, you can really just focus on the content side of things to build the account up organically, because at that point, you've got enough followers to get good engagement on your reels, to push those out to more people, to have people sharing your content, and so on. One of the other issues with the follow strategy is if you've got no followers and you go out there and follow 100 people a day for a few weeks, and now you're following like 2,000 people and you've got 200 followers, that looks really spammy when someone comes across your account, and it's just a bit of a turn off. So you can invest a couple of $100 into growth. You can maybe make that from working at a job for 10, 15 hours, and then you can invest that into your Instagram and go from there. Now, to keep building the account, you're pretty much just going to focus on the fundamentals: good hashtags, good content, good reels, and sticking around. You can also look into doing collaborations to build up the account faster and build your audience that way. And you're going to stick at this for sort of like 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 12 months to build up the audience and build up the community of people who just love your account. And you can, within the space of a year, get this into hundreds of thousands of followers, quite literally. I've had a lot of people DM me on my account on Instagram, like on my personal accounts, saying that they've gone from 0 to 100K in 6 months, following what I've taught them on YouTube, on this channel, entirely free. We've had people get to 500,000 followers in a year, following the tips of this channel. It is very achievable, which at that point, once you started building the account up and you've got some momentum, you can look at monetizing it, which brings us on to part 5. So like I said at the start of the video, to monetize an account, you pretty much first build an audience of people in a specific niche, and then you're going to source a product or service that'll help them to generate an income. So there are a few ways you can do this. I talked about them at the start, but selling shoutouts is probably the easiest one, that takes the least amount of effort and is the most guaranteed. And this is where brands or accounts will pay you to post about their brand or their account or their product, and they will pay you for it. So if you build up a fitness account to a couple 100,000 followers, you might have someone who is an online personal trainer pay you $100 to post to send them customers. And then you make a post promoting this person, sending them customers. Those customers go to that person, they're happy, they gain a few new followers, a few new customers, you've made $100, and all you've done is posted a piece of content to your Instagram following, which is pretty cool. And that is the main strategy as to how I monetize Millionaire.Dream. Now, I could do a lot of other things, and if I was running it myself, I could probably make a lot more, 2, 3, 4 times as much from it. But for me, it's just something passive on the side whilst I focus on my business. And so that is probably the bare bones basics of how you want to monetize, and where I'd suggest everyone starts. If you're looking to invest a bit more time into it, you can look at other strategies. If you have expertise in the niche that you've built an audience in, like if you build up an audience in the fitness niche and you actually are a personal trainer, you could then offer your coaching services and make more, because you can sell like a lot more coaching packages or ebooks compared to shoutouts, because you don't want to overdo your shoutouts in your account, because you can lose followers. And so that would be a really good strategy if you do have that experience. Like if you build up an account teaching people about marketing and you run a marketing agency, you could leverage it to get clients. Or if you're a personal trainer, you can leverage it to get clients that way too. Or if you build up an account in the skincare niche and you have an e-commerce brand in the skincare niche, you can use it to promote that and get more customers. The other things you can look at doing is affiliate marketing. So you can go to sites like ClickBank and just Google and look for products in your niche that your audience would enjoy. And then you can promote those products and earn a commission on all the sales you generated. This is something that I used to do a lot of on Millionaire Dream, where we would build an audience on the account and then I would find products that they would be interested in. So a lot of the time it was the likes of courses or digital products that would help people with marketing, with building social media accounts, with running online businesses, and we'd promote that, and you can earn like 10, 20, 30, 40, 50% commissions on the sales you generated. So if you promoted a course which was $100, you could get $50 a sale. And so if you can get a handful of sales a day, you're making quite a good income. You can also look at building a YouTube channel. So you could build up your Instagram account and then you could start a YouTube channel in the same niche where you've got other people creating the content for you. You promote this YouTube channel and then you earn an income through the Google AdSense program, where they pay you for the views on your content. You can also monetize through the creator program on Instagram, where you get paid for your Reels views and for your content in general. I would say you want to look at doing a combination of these strategies. So maybe you're getting paid for the Reels bonus program, you might be getting paid for the live stream bonus program, you might create a YouTube channel on the side which you start building up, and at the same time you're selling shout outs on your account. And for people that DM you with questions about what you do, you could offer them one-on-one coaching, for example. Which then leads us into the final point, point number 6, which is how you can automate this process and make it passive. Now, really the way that you want to do this is first you want to build the audience, have a solid growth, content and monetization strategy in place, and then hire someone to run it for you. So for my account, this is pretty straightforward. We've built up the account, we've got it to hundreds of thousands of followers. At the moment, it's about 700 and something thousand followers. We grow the account through posting the same style of content 3, 4, 5 times a day, as well as some Instagram Reels. which we use to grow the account. So through the content, the hashtags, and the reels, we're building the account organically. So to systemize that, it's pretty easy. We just need someone that can create content and post it for us 3, 4, 5 times a day, and that'll be enough to grow the account. Then when it comes to monetizing the account, we're monetizing it through selling shoutouts, which can take a little bit more effort than simply creating content, but you're just going to be replying to the DMs on the account and then selling promotions to them. So people will naturally reach out and ask you how much it is for a promotion on your account, in which you can get back to them with your prices. Now, one thing we've done to make this simpler is we often just sell promotions to agencies who buy in bulk. So there's one agency that we work with, and they will bring us anywhere from 10 to 20 promotions per month for their clients. And so we have to deal with just one person who will pay us all at once, and then we run promotions for their clients. And then the other person that we do a lot of work with is simply a large entrepreneur who will pay us in bulk for a month's worth of promotions. They might pay us 30 promotions at a time, and then we run those. So it's pretty simple. They will just pay us once every 4 to 6 weeks, and then we will run the promotions for them. We'll just schedule them with our content, and it's as simple as that. And that makes it very easy to outsource, because now all we need is someone to create and post content, and then just close those deals, which are pretty easy to close because they're businesses we have an ongoing relationship with, and run the account, which makes it very passive because I personally don't have to do anything. They're creating the content, posting the content, which is growing the account, and they're posting the ads for clients as well, when all I have to do is invoice those clients and they pay, and then it's easy as that. Now, I will say that if you want our team to do this for you, like if you've got a motivational account, for example, I know for a fact we can grow your profile for you without you having to spend any time on it, and we can also monetize it by selling more promotions to these clients of ours. So we can just sell your promotions to the agency and to the businesses that we're already working with, and we just include them with our pages. So we go to these people, and instead of saying, hey, we can give you 30 promotions on Millionaire Dream and 20 on this account here, we'll say, hey, we can give you 30 here, 20 here, 10 on this person's account, 10 on that person's account, or 30 and 20 on those person's accounts, whatever. And so we can just monetize it for you very, very simply. We've got the structure there. So if you are interested in that, just book a discovery call with me below, or send me an email, josh@cleverpreneur.com, and we'll see how we can run it for you, and that'll generate you passive income. And if you're outside of the motivational niche, we might be able to make something work too. I can't make as many guarantees on that niche as we don't have a ton of customers in every niche, but definitely can help you run it and monetize it for sure. Now that pretty much sums it up, how you can build an Instagram theme page in 2022 going forward, and turn it into an income stream, and then turn it into a passive income stream. Pick a niche, build up the account through content, monetize it through finding valuable products and services, and then promoting them either as shoutouts, affiliate marketing, brand deals, etc. And then you're going to monetize it by hiring someone to run that for you once you've got systems in place. Now, all that's left for you to do is go out there, take action, do this consistently, and then let me know your results in the comments below. Now, I've left all the links in the description for things that I've mentioned throughout this video, a free trial for the hashtag tool that I use, a link to book a discovery call with me if you want help with us running your accounts for you, or any of those. There should also be a free training link below walking you through how to build a business on Instagram, build your following, and generate an income. So all of that's down below. Hope this video helped. See you all in the next one. Oh, also, side note, I created some free classes on Skillshare. I'll link below too. Go check them out. That's it. See you all in the next one.